Ernie, first off, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. You're doing real good.
How does it feel to be on a list such as this?
What's that?
How does it feel to be on a list such as this?
Well, I was on the first list of the top 50, and so it's an honor. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's just something that I never ever expected to be in this position.
What are the conversations like? Like, obviously, you're probably catching up with people you haven't seen in a while, and all the, the new influx of drivers in there. What are the conversations like?
Well, I mean, I had a big conversation with um, Herschel McGriff, and I mean, he raced the first race here. He drove his car from the West Coast here, raced it, the first race here. I mean, it's like unbelievable. I mean, you can sit there and he's like 93 or something, sit there and talk to me and you just like, I mean, as good or better than I do. It's just amazing. Herschel's just a really, I've known him for a long time because he's from the West Coast and Dad used to race, so it's pretty.
Going back to Wilkesboro, obviously a big place for you.
Yep.
What are your memories from that?
Well, we went back to the super late model race about 4 or 6 months ago or so, about the time they said it, okay, we're going to run the all-star race here or something. So, I mean, it was just going back in time. They've made it now like it's come in time instead of going to back time. But racetrack's still the exact same racetrack, and my son raced, and it's like it was pretty awesome to watch him and be able to be a part of that. And now we're not going to be able to be a part of it this time because he's got a job.
What about you driving there? Was it very different from other short tracks or not?
North Wilkesboro was one of them that it wasn't like a Martinsville. Martinsville, sooner or later, you had to push somebody out of the way. North Wilkesboro, you could sit there and race side by side. Nowadays it's probably going to be harder because of the tire fall off and stuff. But look at the tire fall off here. They run side by side a lot. So I think it's going to be a really good race at North Wilkesboro.
What about this weekend? How special was it? What stood out to you?
Well, this whole thing was just awesome, and just being able to talk to some of the people that I haven't seen since I retired, and some of the people that I've been a part of my career, and just even walking through the garage area, and people stop me and it's like that I raced with or whatever. It's like, hey man, and so they start talking, and so it's really good. It's been a lot of fun. I'm really glad that I made it, and I'm planning on making it to the 100th year of NASCAR. Yeah. It's only 25 years. Yeah.
Do you still follow the sport?
Yeah, I mean, I do. I mean, I got a racing pool that I'm involved in, and I'm like almost last. So they thought they wouldn't let me in it because they thought I'd have the insides on it. No, that doesn't really work.
Ernie, you're a very dynamic driver. The nicknames, of course, testify to your time in the sport. Any advice that you would give some of the drivers that are currently racing?
Well, obviously, you gotta. I mean, my philosophy after Richard Petty told me and Dale Earnhardt told me, it's like you need to appreciate and your fellow competitor because they're trying to do the same job you're doing, and if you steal a position, they're probably going to steal it back from you. And just then you can.
Compared you to Ross Chastain. What do you make of him?
I've never met Ross. The deal he did, I'd done that on the video game, so I kind of knew it would work on the video game. But I mean, it's just he needs to put in his mind that position's not that important that minute, because what's going to happen is it's going to be where he's got enough talent, and I had enough talent, same thing, but sooner or later you're going to run out of people that want to help you. And if you run out of people, and then most of the time you can run out of money real quick, so you can't buy it. So, I mean, and sooner or later, your name's going to get to be a negative instead of a positive. So, I mean, that's what I would tell them. And, I mean, probably not the exact same deal. It's like, but, I mean, I actually met his dad last weekend. So that was the first time I'd ever met him. Really good guy. And so, and, you know, he didn't really talk about what Ross has been doing or anything. But, I mean, it was kind of neat that I met him when I was over at a short track.
Thanks, guys. I got to get appeal.
This is Harrison Burton, driver the number 21. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, check out one of these two videos beside me. Visit frontstretch.com for more racing content.